You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Here, fresh is what we do. From daily made faves like guac to mouth-watering protein like all-natural white meat chicken. Go ahead, crave, customize, and enjoy with your free chips and salsa. Roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
It's Game 2 of the NSCHSAA Final. Kellenberg with a 1-0 lead over Chaminade on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Memorial Day Monday. And Hondo, it was a thrilling first game to say the least. Kellenberg, the 3 seed in this tournament, knocking off Chaminade 4-2, the top seed. Chaminade only lost 1 game in the regular season. They lose 1 game today. Kellenberg, good pitching from Ryan Gluck, some clutch hitting as well. Big win for Kellenberg as they look to lock down their first championship since the 2017 season.
Yeah, this is Chaminade's facing elimination for, I don't know when was the last time, but we'll see what they're made of in a little while. John Downing, 3 runs in the first 2 innings of the first game, and basically that was it. Kellenberg got that tack-on run in the 6th inning, and I think that hurt a little bit. A lot, really. But now they're facing Koshi. He's going to Wake Forest. 2-3 record this year. 13 walks to 61 Ks, 2.28 ERA, and he reaches 90 miles an hour. Very hard throw with a curveball.
And a two-way player played a phenomenal third base, hit a double in the first inning, then came around to score on the RBI single by Ryan Wasserman, and then the 2 RBI single against for Paul Napolitano against John Downing, who went the first 6 1/3 against Kellenberg. And either way, Chaminade now, with their backs against the wall for the first time this season, will have this starting lineup. Nick Ungania will lead it off in center field. Mike Sweeney bats second. He's the third baseman. The captain, Ryan Steinert. Brady Steinert is batting third. He's the second baseman. Nolan Noraki is the shortstop batting fourth. Matt Dieguez at first base bats fifth. Evan Boschnagel batting sixth. He will be in right field. Ryan Johnston gets the start as a designated hitter batting seventh. Brian Heckelman is the catcher batting eighth. And Aiden Katzman in left field batting ninth. As the two teams swap, Kellenberg now the home team, and Chaminade the visitors. As Ungania digs in, the Binghamton commit went 1 for 3 in Game 1 with a double and an RBI. And Koshi knocks in a first pitch strike. It's 0-1, and we are underway. And you know, Hondo, and just reading all the clippings of Koshi, he's been the real deal, and can't wait to see him live in person.
Well, side armor. Live arm.
Koshi only a junior, a 2-3 record like we mentioned, but he's kept the runs down in 54 innings of work. Pitch dominant against St. Dominic and St. John the Baptist. Only 2 wins, and the issue is that he's come out of the pen as well, so he hasn't been in line to get wins.
Yeah. Oh, they started the season. I think he was there 1 or 2. Going to Wake Forest, big school, committing as a junior. That's pretty good.
Well, and we mentioned all of the talent that Chaminade has, of course, the 15 Division I scholarships, but you know, Kellenberg has a couple of big prospects themselves. You look at first base with John Kwiatkowski. He's going over to Manhattan. And then you move down a little bit. You know, Brendan McCann, the captain, going to Pace. Kenny Hirschfield over to Scranton. A couple of Bentley commits in there. And obviously Koshi, the headliner. Ryan Wasserman going to Farmingdale. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Chopped on the ground, right side, and that'll go foul.
Yeah, it's no fluke that Kellenberg's here. They got the horses. They got a nice team. They stack up very well against Chaminade.
And they bended but did not break against the Flyers, and getting a big insurance run in the 7th inning. On the single by Peter Murphy. This one's rolled out to second. Wasserman is there. Smothers it and throws out Ungania for the first out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 5, Michael Sweeney.
Give you the defensive alignment for the Kellenberg Firebirds. From left to right in the outfield is Ryan Gaudioso, Brendan McCann in center field, and Steve Hardiman out in right field. John Kwiatkowski is the first baseman. Ryan Wasserman is at second. Stephen Murphy is at short. And Napolitano, that's Paul Napolitano at third. Vincent Napolitano behind the plate, and Andrew Koshy on the mound. And Sweeney, the Flyers' third baseman, behind in the count 0-1, and now make it 0-2. 2 quick strikes delivered by Koshy. Sweeney went 0 for 2 with a couple of walks against Ryan Gloop and staff. And a swing and a miss, and down goes Sweeney for out number 2.
For the Flyers, the second baseman, number 1, Brady Steiner.
So 2 up, 2 down. As we'll look at it again, and looked as if Koshy pulled a string on that.
He's thrown
last
two.
pitch.
There's another one. Got 3 breaking balls so far.
And how much do you want to diversify the repertoire first time through the order against Chaminade, a team that looks to attack early?
Just copy what their first guy did. Keep him off balance, throw the breaking ball. He's always got the fastball in his pocket. They're sitting fastball.
Oh, and
Thing is, can he control it?
Yeah, and that fastball misses. It's 1-1. And Koshy misses again outside 2-1. Koshy, a guy that's worked hard over the season, over the off-season, putting on a couple of pounds of muscle and really working those legs, and that's added to his velocity. But he's behind in the count 3-1.
He's only a junior. Lee's got to contend with him next year.
You don't know how many chills you just spent down the spines of a lot of coaches in this league. As Steiner works the 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Nolan Noraki. Well, you talk about power conferences. Noraki will be going to Michigan.
Wow.
Went 2 for 4 in game 1. And got to hit his last 2 times up. An infield single against Ryan Gloop, and then an RBI single against Brandon McCann. His RBI single made it 4-3. That was the final score, as Kellenberg took game 1 by that final.
The second game of 2 out of 3.
And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't say if Kellenberg wins the game right now, game 2, then
It's over.
it's over. And then if we go to game 3, it'll be tomorrow at 4 o'clock right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball misses. And strike 2 for Koshy, who got the first 2 batters with these. Since then, a walk to Steiner. And now battling back against Noraki. Check up Steiner at first. Now comes home with it. And he misses outside. That's ball 3. As Noraki thought he had ball 4. Sure, as a coach, that never made you happy when hitters don't know the count.
No. He's eager to get the first.
Well, Steiner gets the head start. He runs, and that's outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Koshi. And the Flyers will have runners on first and second with 2 down for Matt Dieguez.
That's how the first game started. Kellenberg.
Yeah. Number 10, Matt Dieguez.
You're right. In the top of the first inning, Napolitano and McCann each got out. Then a double by Koshi, an RBI single by Wasserman. As the Firebirds took a 1-0 lead, expanded it to 3-0 after 2. As Koshi not in sync with Napolitano. Goes a fastball by Dieguez, 0-1. Hit on the ground to second, through the hole for a base hit. And Chaminade will take the lead. Rounding third and heading home is Steinert. They'll hold Naraki at third. It's an RBI single for Matt Dieguez, and Chaminade leads at 1-0. Well, Hondo, Koshi had to throw a strike. He did. And Wasserman was playing towards the slap side, was out of position.
Second and third, Chaminade's in business here.
Now batting the right field, number 15, Evan Benschigel.
So here's Evan Boschnagel, the right fielder. Went 0 for 3 with a walk in game 1.
Breaking ball.
And that dips in for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, we've seen the success that Koshi's had with the breaking ball, but Dieguez is able to get around on one, and
another one.
That pitch just misses. It's 1-1.
So he's sitting on a fastball here.
There is the fastball, and it hits the outside corner. And Koshi ahead 1-2. Koshi from the belt. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. And the side is retired. But Chaminade scores a run in the top of the first inning to take a 1-0 lead. Kellenberg coming to bat on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Well, just like Ryan Gloop had a 1-0 lead after the top of the first, so does J.J. Gaddy, as he's got run support, and we go to the other support up on the roof.
Thank you so much,
it's
John.
Let's
flash back to game 1. On the losing end, Chaminade head coach Mike Pienko said simply their pitcher beat us. And as far as their own defense goes, coach said that John Downing did not have the same velocity on the ball as he usually does when he's pitching, resulting in a loss. He even called that first run that Kellenberg scored lucky, but nevertheless, they're very confident that they could emerge with the win in game 2. Now, over at the winners table, Kellenberg worked for a week and a half on a secret strategy that propelled them to victory in Game 1. Head coach Pat Miles did not want to disclose to me what that strategy was, but he was fairly confident. I also talked to him after the game, and he also kept it short and simple. What will it take to close it out? He said, do exactly what we just did. John?
Thank you very much, Yao. And Hondo, do you know what the secret was?
No.
Oh, well, then I guess it was a good secret.
They couldn't have been spying on anybody because Chaminade hasn't played in 9 days.
I think the aggressiveness is what really helped Kellenberg in Game 1 and jumping on John Downing. And like Yao mentioned, he didn't have the velocity that he did, and Kellenberg just made more plays than Chaminade did.
Yeah, that had to be the first time this year that he wasn't himself.
Well, we saw the numbers on Gaddy as JJ this year, a senior, headed to Dayton. Hard thrower, 5-1 on the year, a 1.05 ERA in 39 2/3 of an inning. Opponents are only hitting 171 against the senior. As Piankos calls him a real competitor, he can get emotional on the mound, and that's something to keep an eye on if there's traffic on the base paths. Perhaps Gaddy loses composure, but, you know, the numbers tell a different story.
Yeah. Oh, 5-1. He's the guy they want on the mound right now.
And Paul Napolitano hit with the first pitch of Game 2. And Kellenberg gets the leadoff man on.
He's saying he didn't move. He stick his arm out?
Either that or it hit the bat is, I think, what they're contesting.
Now batting the center fielder, number 11, Brendan McCann.
He's asking for help.
You know, I'm not sure if we got a replay on that last pitch. It's going to be hard to tell anyway from the above home plate cam, but Mike Piankos in his 40th season. Not going to win that appeal, and here is Brendan McCann, the center fielder. McCann went 1 for 3 in Game 1. Was lifted in the 7th inning for a pinch hitter. Started the 7th inning on relief for Ryan Gloop. Could not lock it down. It was Michael Dote that came on and got the final out. Let's pick up his first career varsity save. And nothing doing for Kellenberg on that last pitch.
Keeping a bunt on, maybe.
Well, he pulled back, and the count is 2-1. And Kellenberg, a team that had 2 sacrifice bunts by Kenny Hirschfield in the first game. But like you mentioned, not afraid to lay down the sacrifice bunts. They're down 1-0, and every run at a premium. Looking to get one back. As Gaddy has not located the zone. It's 3-1. Gaddy from the belt, 3-1. Outside corner strike, and the count is full. McCann, a senior who's headed to Pace, was the Kellenberg team MVP. And the first 2 men reach against J.J. Gaddy. Napolitano down to second, and McCann's on
Now batting the pitcher
for Andrew Koshi.
Andrew Koshi.
Well, here's Koshi, who doubled, went 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch, and scored 2 runs in Game 1. And, you know, down 1, is this something early on that you let your 3-hitter bunt, or do you let him swing?
I let him bunt. There's nobody out.
Koshi, then Wasserman, and Vincent Napolitano. If we get that far, as Gaddy steps off.
Saw it. Third baseman's playing back.
That's up and in.
No, he took it off.
You have to wonder if he's going to keep it on with Gaddy continuing to miss the zone. You don't want to give him outs. Not bunting here, and the 1-0 is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Could be just giving him a take sign here.
Here's the 1-1. Slash foul to the right side, 1-2. Caddy checking the runner at second. Now comes home with a 1-2, and a breaking ball misses. It's 2-2. Caddy has not been able to find the zone. Double play would help him out. Here's a 2-2. That's outside. Looked as if Heckelman was crossed up. But anyway, the count's full. Paul Napolitano was hit by the first pitch of the afternoon by Gaddy, and then McCann draw to walk. 3-2 pitch. Line foul. Almost into the Chaminade dugout.
Awesome.
Gaddy once again from the belt. Here's a pitch.
Hit him.
That hit him.
Oh, boy.
And the bases are loaded, and they're going to call him back. And now Pat Miles is going to speak to the home plate umpire. Now he's asking for help from the first base umpire, but either way, if it comes down to the discretion of did he try and get out of the way, that supersedes.
Yeah, but he couldn't get out of the way of that one. That was coming in on him. But I think it hit him.
I think so too. I think just the intent was.
I would think.
Did he get out?
Just ask for help. See what he says down there. The ball didn't go anywhere. If it was off the bat, you know.
Well, I think the concerning thing for Koshi is, regardless of what this at bat is, he's pitching for Kellenberg, and he just got hit in his throwing hand. And now they'll call for help. So the umpire's discussing it. And now all four of them. Now, it's usually the home plate umpire's call unless he asks for help, and I think the discussion is much more of did he try and get out of the way as opposed to did he swing? Because if he swung, it's a strike. It's that simple, but on a judgment call, if they're assuming that he didn't get out of the way, well, then that's where Koshi has to go back into the plate.
Well, apparently it's not cut and dry.
No.
I'm talking here for a while.
Let's see if we get a ruling here. And we'll know by the reaction of Miles.
Hmm.
Leave the ice on. Leave the ice on.
Looks like he's in pain, Coach.
Yeah. All right, this explanation's taking a while. I'm sorry. I know that they're trying to get it right, but it's a simple rule, and it's if you feel he didn't get out of the way and the other 3 umpires agree, then he stays in there. If he went around on the swing, it's a strike. So it's one of those 2. There doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out explanation here.
This is a little crazy here.
Meanwhile, Koshi needs ice on his throwing hand, and we'll see what happens with him the rest of the way.
Yeah. Well, there's no outs. You know what you do here? Maybe you put a pincher on him and let him keep the ice on this inning and then put him back on the mound. So you don't have to run, you know?
Yeah.
What did he say? He's out? No.
No, it says that it's a strike, and he'll have to come back and bat. And Miles still speaking to the home plate umpire. Meanwhile, Gaddy got a couple of warm-up tosses in between there, but either way, he hasn't found the strike zone either.
No, he's all over the place.
So after all the pomp and circumstance, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners on first and second. Chaminade leads at 1-0.
That was a ball.
And down goes Koshi after all of that for out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Ryan Wasserman.
So that'll bring up Ryan Wasserman, the second baseman, and cleanup hitter for Kellenberg. Wasserman 2 hits against John Downing in 4 at-bats. He had the RBI single to left in the top of the first inning. The tying run, Napolitano, is on at second. And a first pitch strike, it's 0-1. Do you think a long break can sort of help Gaddy kind of compose himself?
It might have, because he was throwing a number of pitches there. He was smart doing that.
That misses outside, 1-1. One hop to short. The turn, a double play. Naraki to Steiner to Dieguez. And J.J. Gaddy works around a hit by pitch and a walk to get a double play to end the first inning. 1-0 Chaminade in Game 2 of the NSCHSAA Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Very nice.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
Andrew Koshi back out on the mound after getting iced after getting hit by a pitch. The Wake Forest commit. His team trailing 1-0. And today's broadcast is sponsored by East Coast Youth Baseball, Long Island's premier tournaments and league destination. Visit eastcoastyouthbaseball.com or give them a call at 516-851-2612. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez, and Hondo, this is a Chaminade team that really has woken up over the last 2 innings of game action. In the 7th inning against Kellenberg, they put 3 runs on the board, ultimately fell short, but kept the bat swinging the first time around against Koshi, and after 2 quiet outs, they work a couple of walks, an RBI single by Matt Dieguez. This is a Chaminade team that you know is not going to be sleeping much longer.
No, I think they woke up. Now we got to see Koshi now. He's shaking his hand.
Leading off for the Flyers, designated hitter number 6, Ryan Johnson.
Well, the one benefit, obviously, of Kellenberg winning Game 1 is that this is not the winner-go-home game. Yes, they would like to win, but
Exactly.
they still have tomorrow to play with. And, of course, Brendan McCann was used in Game 1, and as well as Michael Dote. You still got John Kwiatkowski, who is the first baseman. You would assume that he would start Game 3, but perhaps if we see, like Kellenberg in the first game has a close or has a narrow lead, they bring in Kwiatkowski to try and close it out, too. Just a couple of options.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Ryan Johnston, the designated hitter. Didn't play in Game 1. And takes a fastball for a strike. It's 2-1. And Koshi evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Little nubber up the middle and through the diving Murphy into center field for a base hit. So Chaminade has the leadoff man on. Ryan Johnson's 1 for 1. And that'll bring up Ryan Heckelman.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Ryan Heckelman.
Well, Hondo, it looks like he just hit it in the right place. Didn't get a lot of barrel on it, but either way, snuck through to center.
Well, they're making contact now.
Brian Heckelman shows bunt. Bunts it back to the mound. Koshi thought about going to second, but will fire to first. And a successful sac bunt for Heckelman as Johnston moves over to second, and there's 1 down.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Aiden Katzman.
They'll settle in now, Chaminade, and play their game. Move the runner over. Hit the other way.
Well, and they're up to that part of the order, the number 9 hitter, Aiden Katzman, where Piankos looks at him as the double leadoff hitter with Nick Ungania looming on deck. Katzman went 1 for 3 in Game 1 with an infield single in the 5th inning against Ryan Gloop. Koshi ahead in the count 0-1, and slider misses. It's 1-1. And a strike drawn in by Koshi. Count 1-2. And the 1-2, chop it to short. There's Murphy, bobbles it, and everybody's safe. So first error for Kellenberg of the afternoon, and Chaminade's got runners on the corners and 1 down.
I think when the runner passed him, took his eye off the ball a little bit. First and third.
Of course, that's always one of the toughest plays for a shortstop. And here's Nick Ungania. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to second in the top of the 1st inning. Runner goes from first, the hit and run is on, and that's blooped foul. 0-1. Mike Piankos calls Ungania the best outfielder in the league, and he's not wrong. I mean, 484 on the year. Now 30 stolen bases after a swiped bag in the first game, and I mean, he's been Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
as Napolitano goes out there to talk to Koshi and try and settle him down, but also get on the same page with Wasserman to see if they're going to throw through. If you're Kellenberg, do you throw through? What do you want here? Do you just let him go to second?
Well, you got options. Go back to the pitcher, third base, shortstop cutting in. I don't know if you throw through with that kid out there. He's too fast.
Well, he goes and pitches in the dirt, so he's not going to have an opportunity to throw as Katzman takes second. It's his 4th stolen base of the year, and probably the easiest of the season. So Kellenberg will play the infield in. And a slider floats outside, 2-1.
This could be a big inning here.
Koshi just trying to keep it 1-0. Chaminade knocking on the door. Here's a 2-1 outside. 3 balls and a strike. The runner at second is Katzman. 3-1. In there for a strike. Counts full. Mike Sweeney would be next. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's looped foul. And we'll do it again. Ungania is senior, not the biggest stature, but a lot of pop in that bat.
I would have that runner on second right behind the shortstop. Nobody's covering him.
And a little chopper foul up the first baseline. You're right. And kind of dare Kellenberg to do something about it.
Yeah, when they're not going to... Second baseman's not going to move. Shortstop's up on the grass. He's got to be able to score on a hit.
From the belt, here's Koshi. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting the third baseman, number 5.
Third walk issued by Koshi. And this will bring up Mike Sweeney. Well, Pienko's talking to Sweeney. The infield is in.
Squeeze.
Yeah, we'll see with Johnson at third. Katzman at second, Ungania at first. And time called at the plate.
Well, you know what? They're playing in. They're not going to get a double play here, so I don't think.
The only way would be coming home to first.
They'd have to come home. No.
And a Butcher Boy play, a swing and a miss.
Fake and slash, yep.
Well, Sweeney this year hit 191, a home run, and 9 RBIs. Junior that's already committed to Hofstra. A 1-pitch, swing and a miss.
Nice pitch. Good curve.
Here's the 0-2. Just missed. Sweeney, one of the 2 Koshi strikeouts. And in the dirt, smothered again by Napolitano. Counts 2-2.
A lot of pitches here, too.
Well, nobody warming up in the Kellenberg bullpen, although their pitcher's a two-way player, so he'd be out in the field. 2-2 pitch. Lined right back to the screen as he got a good rip at a fastball. Koshy looking for the last strike. Not going to get it there, and the count's full. Bases loaded, full count. Swing and a miss, and Koshy digs a little deeper and gets the strikeout to get Sweeney for out number 2.
Now batting second baseman number 1, Brady Steiner.
Well, finally, Hondo, he was able to get that second out,
Yeah.
using his fastball to do so. So here is the captain, Brady Steiner. The senior headed to Marist after this season. Steiner walked and came around to score in the first inning.
Late swing.
A 1 pitch outside. Count 1-1. Balmy day here at Hofstra as Koshy misses again. 2 balls and a strike. This inning started with a single, a sac bunt, an error, a walk, and a strikeout. Line to short, and it's caught by Murphy to get Koshy out of it. So Chaminade leaves him loaded, 1.5 in the books, 1-0 Flyers on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Well, after Chaminade loaded the bases, Andrew Koshy was able to get out of it and keep this a 1-0 game. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Chaminade leading Game 2, but they're down in the series 1-0. And, of course, today's sponsor, East Coast Youth Baseball, the #1 provider for leagues and tournaments. Play on the best fields on Long Island, better competition than any other league on Long Island. You can register now at eastcoastyouthbaseball.com or give them a call at 516-851-2612. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez, and you know, Bob, the people have been wondering since retirement what you've been up to. I know that youth baseball is a thing, softball as well. Give the folks into a little peek of what retirement's been like.
Well, I retired in 2017 after 30 years at Holy Trinity. And 2 years ago, I got a call from my childhood friend, Mike Scotto. We know each other since 1955, and he runs the Hempstead Dodgers Long Island senior softball over 60 years. So I'm one of his 3 coaches. There's Jimmy Grinnell, Bobby Dunn, John Kelly's on the team. It's great.
Vincent Napolitano grounds it to second, and Steiner smothers it and throws him out for out number 1.
Competition is there. There's 18 teams in the league. But instead of being 20, 30, or 18, there's 60 and 70s.
So a little bit different coaching older guys than the younger guys.
Yes and no.
Well, what are some of the similarities?
Well, some of them, they don't listen, or they got, after all these years, they got their minds made up. But I like being around all the guys. It's nice. I'm being around kids for 30 years,
Yeah.
And we won a championship last year. They moved us up to Division I.
Well, a lot of expectations. They saw Hondo was at the helm, and like, we got to move these guys up. This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. Heckelman there. He can't make the catch. It pops out of his glove a little too nonchalantly. And Heckelman couldn't haul it in, and this will prolong the at-bat.
No, I'm just one of the coaches. I don't manage no more.
Okay.
30 years, that was enough.
Well, and in those 30 years, too, of course, you have to think back to that 2003 championship season, had a couple of stars. There's a strikeout as Murphy goes down, second strikeout for Gaddy. What do you remember about that 2003 team?
Two kids jumped out at me. Nicky Luisi, my big pitcher, went to St. John's on a full scholarship. He didn't lose a game in 2 years on the mound. And in that championship game against Kellenberg in 2003, Jonathan Calco had 3 homers and 9 RBIs in the final game. That's still a record now, but after the game, Larry Izzo, who was a professional scout for the Montreal Expos, signed Jonathan in a parking lot to a major league contract.
So what was your reaction when you heard that? I mean, I'm assuming he had the paperwork ready. He was ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I said, you want to coach up there? So Jonathan went. He hurt his arm, and he ended up at Stony Brook.
That was Sweeney to make the catch on John Kwiatkowski, and that gets Chaminade through the second. 1-0 Flyers on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
That was.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Well, there you see the crowd under the shade here at Hofstra, and we've got some developments coming on as well. Between innings, Koshy went out to the mound. Andrew Koshy went out to the mound and was talking to his head coach, Pat Miles, and Hondo, it looked as if Koshy wasn't ready to go, and then it was up to Miles who pressed him on it and said, are you feeling okay? Are you not feeling okay? And Koshy said, I'm not good enough to go, so he's going to come out of the game. We'll get a new pitcher for Kellenberg.
And he's got a nice bag on that hand. Yeah.
So the new pitcher will be Steve Hardiman, the left fielder, and now left-handed pitcher, as Hardiman this year. No wins, no losses, and only 8 innings of work, and Kenneth Noe will go out to left field. He's only a sophomore. And this is a Kellenberg team that, like we mentioned, they've got 4 levels of play. They've got the Latin school, freshman, JV, and varsity. And it's no surprise that Kellenberg is dug into the well, and that's what Noe has provided for them. And
it looks like Noe went to short, and the shortstop went to left.
Okay. So that means Murphy now in left field. Noe at short. And Hardiman from right field comes in. Those are all the changes there, and you know what? One, you wonder about Koshi and you hope that he's okay, but two, for Pat Miles, he's got to win this game, and if he doesn't have Koshi at 100% and he's not feeling his pitches, he doesn't want to get this game out of hand either. Still only 1-0.
No, that's a smart move. Plus, the kid must be hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that went off his knuckles when he got hit.
So he's getting as much time as he needs to warm up. Obviously with the injury, so with that, we'll take a break as well and get ready. When we come back, top of the third upcoming, Flyers lead 1-0.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Here, fresh is what we do. From daily made faves like guac to mouth-watering protein like all-natural white meat chicken. Go ahead, crave, customize, and enjoy with your free chips and salsa. Roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships.
So Hardiman on the mound, ready to go. 4-5-6 due up for Chaminade as Nolan Naraki leads off. Walked his first time up. And the future Michigan Wolverine takes upstairs 1-0. That one driven in the air, deep down the left field line, but Naraki got ahead of it, and it'll go foul for strike one. Well, Naraki hit 345 in the regular season. 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. As Hardiman looks inside for the signal. And now gets the sign. Here's a 1-1 upstairs. Count 2-1. Well, this certainly wasn't the plan for Kellenberg, who, with a 1-0 lead in the series, we were going to rely on Andrew Koshi, but he was hit by a pitch that was not called a hit by a pitch. And you'd have to imagine it was his knuckle, or he just wasn't getting a good feel on the ball. Pat Miles pulled him, and after all of that, still only a 1-0 game. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So 3 innings and 3 straight innings that the leadoff man has reached base. As that'll bring up Matt Dieguez. Dieguez, the RBI single right in the first.
Nice lead.
Runner goes. Pitches the ball, throw down to second, not in time. It's a stolen base for Naraki. It's his 12th of the year. And Chaminade with another runner in scoring position, nobody out. This one punch foul off to the right side. Did you get a spot close to the field, or did you park yours and stash it in the back?
No. I'm a block away.
See, yeah, you're the veteran. I got mine like the last possible spot by the exit, number 1. But 2, I made sure I was behind someone, so his car gets hit. His or her car gets hit, not mine.
Yeah, they fly out of here, these balls.
Yep. Count 1-1 to Matt Dieguez. And he bunts it foul. Count 1-2.
Yeah, they're not really hitting as a team, Chaminade today. A couple of guys. That's why he's bunting so much.
Doing anything he could to push the envelope and produce offenses. Chaminade only scored 3 runs in game 1, and that was all in the 7th inning. 1-2, wave and a miss. And Hardiman collects his first strikeout of the afternoon, and there's one away. Got him with a low fastball. As Hardiman will now face Evan Boschnagel.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Evan Boschnagel.
So with the book closed on Koshi, he went 2 innings, gave up a run on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Left the game way too early as the first pitch strike is delivered into Boschnagel. One pitch just outside. Our outside corner, count 0-2.
Little delay there.
Yeah. Boschnagel 0 for 1 on the day in game 1. He went 0 for 3 with a walk. Someone who was plugged into the starting lineup only a couple of games into the season due to the injuries of the outfield, but he's made his presence known. He's hitting at a 17 for 30 clip coming into the finals today. Behind in the count, 0-2. Runner goes. It's in there for a strike. The throw is not in time, so a stolen base, but a strikeout to boot. There's 2 away, a runner at third, and that'll bring up Ryan Johnston.
Almost got by him.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6, Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, good pick by Paul Napolitano.
Well, he can't get him any closer.
And here is Johnston, who singled to center field his last time up. It's a little dribbler foul up the third base line, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Hit to the right side. Wasserman. And the inning is over. So Hardiman comes on, gives up a walk, and gets the next 3 batters out. 2.5 in the books. 1-0 Chaminade on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
We go to the bottom of the third inning in Game 2 of the NSCHSAA Baseball Finals. Kellenberg took Game 1. Chaminade leads at 1-0 in the bottom of the third inning. And, of course, today's final is sponsored by Moe's Southwest Grill. With 15 locations around Long Island, contact them for catering. And, of course, Moe's Mondays. Hey, today's Monday. They've got special deals, so see the website for all details at moes.com.
They're not bad, Moe's.
No, I saw you were munching on the pork burrito. I had the white chicken, which was pretty good. Kenny Hirschfield takes ball 1-0. Hirschfield, a couple of sacrifice bunts in game 1. Went 0 for 2 officially with a pop out and a ground out. As J.J. Gaddy misses low and away. Count 2-0. Wave and a miss, and Gaddy gets strike 1. This one popped up, shallow center. This is Ongania. And there is out number 1. This will bring up Stephen Hardiman.
The pitcher, number 28, Stephen Hardiman.
Started the game in right field, but came on in relief for Andrew Koshy, who left the game early with a hand injury after being hit by a pitch on the throwing hand. And the first pitch to Hardiman is taken for a strike, 0-1. Hardiman went 0 for 3 with a couple of flyouts in game 1 against John Downing. And he takes high and away, 1-1. Popped up third base side, but foul, and Gaddy ahead in the count, 1-2. And Hondo, we've seen a different Gaddy this inning.
Yeah, he settled down. Better.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit into center. Chasing Ongania back. Lines it up and makes the catch. Made it a little more eventful than it had to be.
Came in at first, yep.
But that gets Hardiman for the second out. And that'll bring up Paul Napolitano.
Big ball yard.
So here's Napolitano. He was hit by the first pitch of the game by J.J. Gaddy. Was stranded at second after the double play. And Napolitano takes upstairs, 1-0. Gaddy has faced one over the minimum, but has certainly settled down the last 2 innings. Here's the 1-1. Inside corner strike, 1-2. Gaddy with all the momentum. 1-2. Tap back to the mound. Gaddy got it.
Breaking ball. Whoa. Close.
Made it a little closer than it had to be for the 1-3 putout. But 3 innings in the books. Flyers over the Firebirds, 1-0.
Chaminade 1, Kellenberg 0.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Here, fresh is what we do. From daily made faves like guac to mouth-watering protein like all-natural white meat chicken. Go ahead, crave, customize, and enjoy with your free chips and salsa. Roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Steve Hardiman back on the mound, and we go back out to Bonso.
Thank you so much, John. Now, it might come as a surprise to many that Kellenberg at one point in Game 1 had a 4-0 lead on Chaminade. And the reason because of that is because Kellenberg was swept by Chaminade in the regular season back in early April. To add insult to injury, they failed to score a single run. So what changed between April and now? Well, I talked to head coach Pat Miles of Kellenberg, and he told me that 1, it was 45 degrees out, and 2, it was the first series of the season for Kellenberg. And to add on to that, it didn't help playing against one of the best baseball teams on Long Island. So to add to that, he said that it would take a lot to beat Chaminade today, but clearly by the fact that they made it all the way to the finals, John, it's safe to say that at least they figured some things out. Back to you.
Yeah, Hondo, that's a great point by Yao, and you'd have to imagine, too, as the weather starts to warm up, so do the hitters, and Kellenberg, that's been the case for them this whole postseason run.
Yeah, they had the COVID. I know this year we started playing the city Catholic schools, and they were hit hard with COVID. The schools in the city were hit hard there. And, it was cold most of the spring.
Yeah, it really didn't warm up till like May 15th.
When the season's over, that's when it warms up.
Right, exactly. Brian Heckelman leads things off for Chaminade in the 4th inning. The sacrifice bunt's his last time up.
And nobody early in the year was scoring a lot of runs anyway.
No.
Plus, we're playing with a wood bat. The public schools are playing with aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference.
Hardiman from the windup. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, and the count is 2-1. Heckelman, a senior. He's headed to Towson. Ahead in the count, 2-1. Make it 3-1 as Hardiman's missed the zone. In the air out to center. McCann ranging back, still going back, and he makes the catch just shy of the warning track. Wow, it looked as if he lined it up and
kept carrying. Oh, look at the flag out there. Whatever breeze we got in this booth, it's out there.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Well, that's not a good thing because there's no breeze in this booth. It is scorching. And this will bring up Aiden Katzman, who reached on an error to short his last time up. Now you see the wind blowing out.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial Day weekend, and can't get a little more Americana than this. Baseball on Memorial Day. Classic red versus blue.
And Moe's.
And Moe's, that's right.
Southwest Grill.
15 locations on Long Island. Katzman's retired for the second out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 4, Nick Ungania.
This will bring up Nick Ungania. 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out and a walk. And that pitch misses low, 1-0. Hardiman came on last inning, gave up a walk, and then 2 stolen bases to Nolan Naraki, but got 2 strikeouts of Matt Dieguez and Evan Boschnagel, and a ground out. He's retired 5 in a row.
Yeah, he settled down, too. Two-one swing and a miss.
Count 2-2. And that one-fisted foul. And we'll do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, please bring all retrieved balls to the dugouts. All retrieved baseballs to the dugouts, please.
Ungania looking to keep this line moving. Chaminade only 4 runs on the day. 3 in the first game, 1 now, and the 2-2, and that hit him.
2-strike pitch.
Right off the front arm. And this will bring up Mike Sweeney, who's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Sweeney, the captain, one of 3 captains on this Chaminade squad. He and Steiner, the 2 position captains.
Ooh.
That's up and in. And a throw over to first. And Ungania not going anywhere on that pickoff throw. Ungania, though, 30 stolen bases on the year after a stolen base in game 1. Runner goes, pitches low, and it's a ball. And Ungania takes second base uncontested.
Good move. They got to try and make some offense here. But Kellenberg's hanging around. Bodes well for them.
And Hardiman steps off. It's 2-0 still. To Mike Sweeney, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Andrew Koshy. First time that he's facing Hardiman. Here's a 2-0. That dips in for a strike, 2-1. That's a strike, 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Chaminade has left 6 on base.
The game has slowed down a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to slow down even more as Napolitano will go out to the mound and talk to Hardiman and get on the same page as him. Not sure if Chaminade has picked up the signs or what it is, but they want to just communicate this without laying down a sign. It's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Halfway home. 1-0 Chaminade. Game 2 of the NSCHSAA final.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, SPORTSCAST.
Under, and what a look.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
J.J. Gaddy back out on the mound in the bottom of the fourth inning as Kellenberg will send up 2-3-4 in their lineup. Brendan McCann, Andrew Koshy's spot, and then Ryan Wasserman, and we'll see who takes over in Koshy's spot. He was the pitcher. Hardiman was out in right field, so you'd have to imagine it'd be Kenneth Noe.
Yeah.
We'll just wait for confirmation there, but he's Bob Melandro. I'm John Perez, and this game, although it's only been 1-0, has not been easy pickings for either pitcher.
No, and being Chaminade as the team, first place team, you got Kellenberg staying around. And when you leave a team staying around that you feel you're a little better than, bad things are going to happen here.
Leading off for the Firebirds, the center fielder, number 11.
Kellenberg's got to put an inning together.
Well, and it'll start with McCann. Takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. McCann walked in the first inning. Second time up against Gaddy. And count even, 1-1. And that pitch is floated foul. Yeah, and Gaddy ahead, 1-2. So Kenneth Noe on deck, in place for Koshy, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as McCann goes down for the third strikeout of the day for Gaddy, and that'll bring up Kenny Noe.
Gaddy settled in nice.
It's been changing location, changed the eye level too on McCann, and got him with the low fastball. So here is Noe, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Noe started the year on the JV team, hitting 150 as a varsity member, no home runs, 3 RBIs. But brings the added depth at shortstop, and we talk about the depth for Chaminade, Kellenberg has as well.
Just as much.
Gaddy blows a fastball by him, it's 1-2. Gaddy ahead 1-2, and he blows another fastball by him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gaddy. That's his fourth, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Ryan Wasserman.
So Gaddy once again using the old number 1, and the Express getting him to the destination. First pitch is inside to Ryan Wasserman, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. As Gaddy comes off the mound, trying to stay in sync with Heckelman behind the plate, as those two have really locked it down over the last couple of innings. Pitch misses, or no, hits the outside corner, so it's 1-1. Gaddy, cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
Ahead 1-2.
Good rhythm.
And now we're going to get a dispute over the count, and I think that's right, because the first pitch was inside to Wasserman, then the second pitch missed, so that makes it 2-0, and now that strike, so it should be 2-1. We'll see if there's any confirmation there. And it's 2-1. So here's the pitch. That's a strike, and now the count is even 2-2.
Pouring strikes in there.
Needs one more to get out of the fourth, unscathed. Foul tipped into the glove of Heckelman, strike 3. So he strikes out the side in the fourth. 5 strikeouts for J.J. Gaddy, 4 in the books, 1-0 Chaminade.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effects set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
We go to the top of the 5th inning with Chaminade leading Kellenberg in Game 2 of the NSCHSAA baseball final. As it'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Flyers as Brady Steinert will deal against Steve Hardiman. Second time through the order that Hardiman will face this vaunted Flyers lineup who has been stymied at times. They came into today's game on a 9-day layoff, scored 3 runs in the 7th inning, but have just only scored 1 run in the 1st inning. Since then, Hardiman and Koshi have been able to keep them off the board.
Yep.
As Chaminade has left 7 men on base through the first 4 innings. And first pitch lined into right field, and that'll dunk in for a base hit. So for the 4th time in 5 innings, Chaminade has a leadoff man on and a good piece of hitting for Brady Steinert, who's now 1 for 2 on the day.
Now batting the shortstop number 2, Nolan Naraki.
That's just the 3rd hit.
He's their 4-hitter. I bet you they bunt. Let's see.
Well, and only a 1-0 game, and the way that Kellenberg has not been able to, the way that Chaminade has had difficulty scoring, you're right.
Check that.
That one hit in the air, deep center field. Back goes McCann to the wall. It's high off the wall and down for an extra base hit. They're going to wave Steinert around 3rd. There will be no relay throw. It's an RBI triple for Nolan Naraki, and Chaminade leads at 2-0.
What a shot. Dead center.
Well, that ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying.
Now batting the first baseman number 10, Matt Dieguez.
And that'll bring up Matt Dieguez.
Who said he was going to bunt?
Yeah. Well, here is Matt Dieguez, who's 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single and a strikeout. Kellenberg will play the infield in with nobody out. And first pitch down and into Dieguez, 1-0. Dieguez headed to Fordham, committed as a junior. He takes a strike on the outer half, 1-1. 1-1. Chop towards third, and it'll go foul. Just past the line, 1-2. Nolan Naraki 90 feet away. He'd be the third run for the Flyers. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hardiman from the belt. Here's a 2-2. And that one slapped foul towards the Chaminade dugout. It's really 2 different ball games, Hondo, when Kellenberg is on the mound as opposed to when Gaddy's on the mound, where Gaddy is good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Chaminade, give them credit, spoiling a bunch of pitches against Hardiman, and they're getting the pitch counts up.
Yeah, Chaminade's ready to take charge of this game, I think.
Lined into left field. That's a base hit. And Chaminade takes a 3-0 lead. It's an RBI single for Matt Dieguez. As Chaminade continues the onslaught. 3 straight hits to open up the 5th. There's no pitching change yet, but they'll warm up the bullpen. As Chaminade has finally figured out Steve Hardiman. Started with a single to right by Brady Steiner. Nolan Naraki high off the center field wall for an RBI triple, and then an RBI single by Matt Dieguez. And it's 3-0 Chaminade. In the 5th. So after the conference on the mound, here is Evan Boschnagel, who's 0 for 2 on the day. A couple of strikeouts, and he struck out against Hardiman his last time up. The other strikeout, of course, against Andrew Koshi. Takes outside, it's 1-0. See some light tossing.
Righty warming up, number 12.
Didn't get a number there. See it again. This is hit on the ground to third. Could be 2.
No.
The second for 1, but he gets thrown into right field. As there'll be an error on Napolitano. Or excuse me, on Murphy. And Chaminade will have runners on first and second and nobody out.
Hitter number 6, Ryan Johnson.
Boy, that could have been a double play that Kellenberg needed, and unfortunately, Murphy pulling Wasserman off the bag. So now runners on the corners for the Flyers as Ryan Johnson steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out. throw over. Big lead off of first by Boschnagel. He's not going, and that pitch is tapped foul.
0-1.
Chaminade looking for insurance. They've already scored 2 runs in the 5th. Nobody's out. And runners on the corners.
Another one.
This could be 2. One hop to second for one. Noe the turn. And it gets past the glove of Kwiatkowski. A run will come in on the fielder's choice. As Dieguez comes in to score, it's 4-0 Chaminade. But they're going to check on Noe at second and see if there was obstruction. And, of course, obstruction would make it a double play, and you'd have to send the runner back to third.
Got to replan it?
So no replay on that, and well, you've got Kellenberg already dealing with the injury bug. They're out Koshi, a normal third baseman. And now Noe, who came on. At shortstop is shaken up. Sure, he's taking a look at his shin, or at least his leg. So while he gets looked at, we'll take a break as well. Chaminade knocking on the door in the 5th.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
So Noe back out there. You see him favoring that right leg. They got the out at at second. But the return throw was not in time. Kellenberg wanted obstruction. And while they get the explanation, we'll let you know that today's game is sponsored by East Coast Youth Baseball, the #1 provider for leagues and tournaments. Play on the best fields on Long Island. Better competition than any other league on Long Island. Register now at eastcoastyouthbaseball.com or give them a call, 516-851-2612. So after all of that, Brian Heckelman steps up to the plate. And a wild pitch, just a tad outside. That'll move Johnson up to second. And a 1-0 count. Chaminade with the win would force Game 3 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Here's a 1-0 pitch upstairs. 2-0. And Napolitano will go out to the mound to talk to Hardiman. settle him down and get him in a groove. Two-0 pitch. That's spun upstairs, 3-0. Is there anything you're seeing out of Hardiman that you could at least eye on that is forcing him to not find the strike zone?
He might just be hot. It's a long inning. They got nobody warming up. Motion looks good.
Yeah. Here's a 3-1. And the count's full after the foul ball. Another long inning for J.J. Gaddy, who has to wait in the dugout for Chaminade.
Good point, yep.
As the Flyers lead at 4-0, Hardiman checks the runner. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So Heckelman is on. That'll put runners on first and second and one down. And that'll bring up Aiden Katzman.
They got to go get him.
And that's exactly what they'll do right now. Pat Miles back out to the mound. And a pitching change upcoming for Kellenberg.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effects set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effects set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
New pitcher for Kellenberg is Ryan Sharkey, who is tasked with trying to keep Chaminade at bay. It's a 4-0 game in the top of the fifth. The runner on second and one out. As Sharkey, a junior, will face the bottom of the order, or at least as Chaminade likes to call it, the double leadoff hitter. It'll be 9-1-2, Aiden Katzman, who was 0 for 2 on the day but reached on an error and a strikeout. As Stephen Hardiman still responsible for the runners on first and second. Went 2 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And the first pitch, breaking ball from Sharkey, sits inside, 1-0. One 0 pitch, fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Sharkey rocks and fires on the 1-1, and that's chopped foul. Sharkey's ahead 1-2. Sharkey checks the runners. They both go. The breaking ball is inside and no throw.
Double steal.
Johnson goes to third. Heckelman goes to second. As Aiden Katzman now with a base open has an even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that's looped foul behind the plate. And it's the parking lot. And then we'll do it again. Katzman only 15 at-bats before today's games. 7 for 15, so is hitting at a .467 clip. Here's a 2-2. Downstairs, and the counts run full. Chaminade are running the first 3 runs home here in the 5th, with Kellenberg playing the infield in.
Ready to bust it open.
Hit on the ground to short. Noe checks the runner, goes to first, and there's 2 away. Good play by Noe, and there's 2 down. And this will bring up Nick Ungania.
Top of the order?
Yes, sir. So Ungania was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's only 0 for 1 on the day because he's got a walk and he's grounded out to second. Late on a fastball, it's 0-1. And Sharkey misses high. Didn't snap that breaking ball, 1-1. A ball and a strike, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning with already 3 runs home for Chaminade. 1-1 pitch. In the air, left center field. McCann is there, makes the grab, and the side is retired. But Chaminade scores 3 runs to make their lead even larger. It's 4-0. 4.5 in the books. 4-0 Chaminade on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Welcome to my
great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
J.J. Gaddy is back on the mound. He's thrown 4 no-hit innings as Chaminade leads at 4-0 in a winner-go-home game
And catcher number 24
for the Flyers as Kellenberg took the first game 4-3. As Gaddy has faced 1 over the minimum and struck out the side in the 4th. He'll deal with 5, 6, 7 in the Kellenberg lineup as Vincent Napolitano grounded out to second his first time up. Attacks the first pitch and floats it foul, 0-1. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez, and it's been a game of two different ends of the pole, right? Where Gaddy has come on, thrown strikes, and has retired Kellenberg virtually in order, and Chaminade on the other end against 3 Kellenberg pitchers has had really long, drawn-out at-bats.
Yeah, we got to look at him now. That's a long inning. About 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
I'd say so. Felt longer than that. So time called at the plate. The 0-2 pitch outside. 1-2. Upstairs, and Gaddy missed the zone after throwing the first 2 pitches for strikes. Gaddy, like we mentioned, the senior headed to Dayton. Gets this one hit in the air out to left. Katzman lining it up and makes the grab, and there's one away. And this will bring up the third baseman, Peter Murphy.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Peter Murphy.
Murphy 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As Gaddy has struck out 5 through 4 1/3.
Nice pitch.
There's a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Fooled him with a changeup, and Gaddy in control. It's 0-2. Gaddy has not left the rubber. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside. Count 1-2.
Yeah, he gets the ball back and he's ready to go. Not walking around and
No, and he's working quickly. Here's a 1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. John Kwiatkowski, the first baseman, on deck. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Wave and a miss. He got him with the fastball. 6 strikeouts now for J.J. Gaddy, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, John Kwiatkowski.
John Kwiatkowski fouls the first pitch back. It's 0-1. Kwiatkowski, one of those pitchers that we could see tomorrow for Kellenberg if they don't come around and win this game. The way that Gaddy is pitching. Kellenberg just looking for a base runner. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gaddy gets the sign. He'll come home with it. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. Nice scoop out by Heckelman. Count even at 2-2. Punch in the air out to center. Gainey is there, and the inning is retired. 5 in the books, 4-0 Chaminade on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect sets and music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
We go to the 6th inning. Ryan Sharkey still on the mound for Kellenberg. As we'll get a pinch hitter for the Flyers. Andrew Park comes out on the on-deck circle. Looks as if he'll take over for Mike Sweeney, the third baseman of Chaminade. Today's game is sponsored by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. We care about what you care about. Visit BethpageFCU.com.
Flyers, number 8, Andrew Park. Come on, Andrew. Let's go, mate.
So Park, a senior, another designated hitter for Chaminade. But hitting for the third baseman in Sweeney.
Come on, Sharky! Let's go, baby!
And the first pitch from Sharkey is a little low. Count 1-0. Park hit .235 on the year. No home runs. 3 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. Up and in. Count 2-0. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That's a little low, and Sharkey not finding the zone. And what we've seen out of Kellenberg in Game 1, unfortunately, the command hasn't been there in Game 2, Hondo.
Oh, they're going through their pitching staff here.
3-0 pitch. Fastball outer half. It's a strike, 3-1.
And I guess I would say they let Chaminade off the mat.
Poked foul, so back-to-back strikes for Sharkey.
This was some beach day, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's outside, ball 4. So Chaminade has the leadoff man on.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Brady Steiner.
And that'll bring up Brady Steiner. As we'll get a pinch runner at first, and Sweeney will go on to run for Park. So he re-enters the game. Park's day is done.
Number 5, Michael Sweeney.
He's going to lay it down.
We'll see. Kellenberg not expecting them to. Steiner 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. He lined out to short in the second inning. Steiner scored 2 of the 4 runs this afternoon. Runner goes, pitches on the outside corner for a strike, and there's no throw, as neither of the middle infielders covered the base. And it's a stolen base for Sweeney. As Napolitano talking to the rest of his infielders pretty aggressively at that point. Sure he wasn't too happy with no middle infielder covering.
No. Can't fall asleep now. Still got 2 more at-bats.
Good job, Vin.
Now they just got to tack on.
Lined a short cut by Noe. He tries to go to second, but he throws it in a shallow right field.
Score.
Sweeney rounds third. He will score. And just like that, when Kellenberg thought that they would get an out, they give up a run as well. It's 5-0 Chaminade.
Getting sloppy out there.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Nolan Meraki.
So another insurance run for the Flyers. And here's Nolan Naraki with nobody on and 1 out. And a first pitch taken a little high, 1-0. Naraki 1 for 1 with that RBI triple in the 5th inning, has a couple of walks and 2 stolen bases.
Whoa.
That one almost takes off Mike Piankos. Sharkey with the 1-1, misses inside, 2-1.
The wind blowing in now.
Yeah. Served out to right.
Over his head.
Hardiman, that's going to get over his head and 1 hop the wall. Naraki will cruise into second with a stand-up double, and the line keeps moving for the Flyers. Another extra base hit for Nolan Naraki. He's 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Matt Dieguez.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Matt Dieguez.
So here's Dieguez, who's 2 for 3 on the day. That pitch is hammered out to center field. Ranging back is McCann. He'll make the catch. Tagging at second and going to third is Naraki. It's a long sacrifice fly, but there's 2 away.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6, Ryan Johnston.
I guess they woke up, huh?
I guess so. To the tune of 6 runs after the RBI single by Evan Boschnagel. And here's Ryan Johnston. Johnston 1 for 3 on the day with a single and reached on a fielder's choice. As that pitch is upstairs, 1-0. From the belt, Sharkey. Line that served into right field, and that's a base hit. So back-to-back singles to right. As Johnson reaches base, he's got a multi-hit game. He's 2 for 4. Boschnagel moves over to second. And that'll bring up the catcher, Brian Heckelman.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Brian Heckelman.
Keep moving the line.
So here is Heckelman, 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out, a sac bunt, and a walk. Takes inside, 1-0. As Kellenberg will get the bullpen stirring again. Well, you have to credit Pat Miles. You obviously don't want to concede this game, and go to one of your better pitchers, but you do have the benefit of being up 1-0 in the series should Kellenberg lose this game.
Yeah, they're still in good shape. They got their ace going tomorrow.
That's tagged out to left field, and that's going to one-hop the wall. 1 run is in. Right behind Boschnagel is Johnson. It's a 2 RBI double for Brian Heckelman. Chaminade's opened it up. It's 8-0.
Pitch running for the Flyers, number 23, Thomas Chinas.
And that'll do it for Sharkey as he will be lifted. New pitcher coming on for Kellenberg. We'll step aside on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
So check that. There was no new pitcher. Pat Miles went out there but did not make the call to the bullpen. So Sharkey will deal to Aiden Katzman, who's 0 for 3 on the day. And he takes inside 1-0. Chaminade has scored 7 runs over the last 2 innings. And that pitch in the dirt, it's 2-0. Sharkey will check the runner, now come home with it. And a fastball upstairs, 3-0.
Batted around here.
Pretty much. Katzman, the 7th man up at the plate in this inning. Excuse me, 8th. You're right. Three-0 pitch. Strike is right down the middle. 3-1. And that's downstairs, ball 4. So that'll send the 9th man to the plate, Nick Unganio. As now Chaminade will have runners on first and second and 2 outs. And now we'll get a pitching change as Miles will go out to the mound, and we will take a break as well. 8-0 Chaminade in the 6th inning on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Sixth appearance of the year for Kevin Tavares, as he is 1-0 with a 2 ERA, as Tavares will look to get the last outs of this inning, the 6th and presumably the 7th inning, as Chaminade leads at 8-0. They scored 3 runs in the 5th, 4 runs in this 6th inning. As they've batted around, Nick Ongania, the Binghamton commit, will be the 9th batter to the plate for Chaminade. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez, and Hondo Chaminade, a team that we knew would eventually wake up on the offensive end. They did so, but also their pitcher, J.J. Gaddy, throwing 5 no-hit innings, has had to deal with the long breaks in between innings, but when he's come back out, he's been sharp as ever.
Yeah, he came out. He came out big today. When they needed him, he was there. Now we got a 1-game series probably, unless Kellenberg does something that I don't see happening.
So Ongania steps up to the plate, and Tavares is ready to go. Heckelman off of second, Katzman off of first, and the first pitch is grounded to first. Kwiatkowski's there, he'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. But Chaminade adds 4 more runs, and they take an 8-0 lead going into the bottom of the 6th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
The weekends are great and all, but we have something they don't. Our Mo Monday burrito deal. Enjoy your favorite burrito or bowl, plus free chips and salsa, all at a great price. We love Mo Mondays. Roll all in to Mo's Southwest Grill.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts,
Under, and what a look.
photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. J.J. Gaddy continues to stroll along. 8 runs on, let me just get this right here, on 9 hits and 1 error. Chaminade has all the runs, all the hits, and all the errors. And that's that. We'll leave it at that. As J.J. Gaddy continues to dazzle on the mound, he's faced 1 over the minimum, and he'll face 8-9-1, due up for Kellenberg. Alongside Bob Melandro, I'm John Perez, and you know, Gaddy, a guy that throws hard, mixed in his secondary pitches, but he has just stifled this Kellenberg lineup today.
After the first inning, he settled down. He's been unbelievable.
Leading off for the Firebirds.
14 in a row retired by J.J. Gaddy. And here is Kenny Hirschfield, and you could just see the sigh of relief for Gaddy when he got that 6-4-3 double play to end the first inning, and since then has retired every single batter.
And I guess it's only fitting that Chaminade doesn't go down 2 in a row.
And Gaddy gets a first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Hirschfield 0 for 1 with a fly out to center in the 3rd inning. Hits this one up the middle. Nice pitch by Naraki. The throw to first. It'll pull him off the bag in a collision. We'll see how they score it. I have to imagine to be an E6.
Yep.
As that pulled Dieguez off the bag, and he tried to come around to tag Hirschfield.
Now batting Stephen Hardiman.
But anyway, the first base runner for Kellenberg since the 1st inning. And here is Steve Hardiman, takes upstairs 1-0. That one lined into center field, and that's a base hit. First hit for Kellenberg, the no-hitter is over, and the Firebirds have the first 2 men on to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 6, Paul.
That was the first time in a while that J.J. Gaddy was pitching out of the stretch, Bob, and
made a difference.
so here's Paul Napolitano, the 3rd baseman. 0 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch, and he grounded back out to Gaddy. His last time up.
Top of the order.
And Gaddy ahead, 0-1.
A little stirring down there. Chaminade pen.
Yeah, Chaminade with the luxury of an 8-0 lead can trade runs for outs at this point, and Gaddy missing out of the zone. Count is 2-1. Hit on the ground to short, picked by Steiner. He'll go to 3rd for 1, and they'll get the force out. So the 6-5 putout puts Hardiman at second. Napolitano's on at first.
Pitching for Firebirds, number 13, Tyler Edward.
As we'll get a pinch hitter for Kellenberg. As this is Tyler Everett, the senior outfielder. Everett this year hitting .333, no home runs, 3 RBIs. Has 2 ducks on the pond in the bottom of the 6th. Attacks the first pitch and chops it foul up the third base line. 0-1 as splintered the bat and will need a new piece of hardware. So Everett hitting for McCann. He looks to be the guy warming up in the Kellenberg bullpen as he would pitch at the top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, and down goes Everett. We're out number 2.
Shortstop plays on the outfield grass.
Now batting
Strong
number
arm.
1, Kenny Noe.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Pienko says that Naraki has a major league arm, and when you do have that major league arm, you can play back and still gun guys out at first. Anyway, 6 strikeouts now for J.J. Gaddy. And Gaddy now ahead in the count, 1-2. The Chaminade Flyer, soon to be Dayton Flyer, looking to get through 6 shutout innings. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 7 strikeouts for J.J. Gaddy as Chaminade leads it 8-0 going to the 7th.
Chaminade 8.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effects set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
Back here in the 7th inning, Kenny Tavares still back out on the mound, and Tyler Everett stays on in the game. He will play left field with Hardiman in center and Paul Napolitano in right field. Those are all the changes as Chaminade with an 8-0 lead. Thanks to the Flyers putting together their offense over the last 2 innings. 7 runs combined in the 5th and 6th innings, as they will have 2, 3, 4 due up in the order. As Mike Sweeney who was lifted for a pinch hitter, Andrew Park, his last time up, but he will come up to the plate on the re-entry. Sweeney's got the hat trick, 3 strikeouts today. 0 for 3.
It's good. I run game day ups in the college season. I'm multitask.
And the first pitch upstairs from Tavares, 1-0. That one line foul into the crowd. Crowd is filled out nicely down the left field line, at least for the Chaminade side, and you see them leaving the bleachers here and going down towards the left field line.
Under the trees, nice and shady.
Yeah. We've seen a couple of umbrellas here. They've stood here since pitch number 1. 1-1 swing and a miss. I checked that 1-2, and down goes Sweeney. He struck out 4 times today's game, and that'll bring up Brady Steiner.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Brady Steiner.
So here's Steiner, who's 1 for 3 on the day, but he's hit the ball hard every time up. 2 lineouts to short and a single to right. Throwing a walk as well as he scored 2 runs. That one driven in the air, deep left field. That's going to chase back Everett, and he'll make the catch just shy of the warning track for the second out. Ball sounded good, but did not have the carry, Bob.
No, the flag was blowing out, too.
Number 2,
I thought he had it.
Rocky.
So this will bring up Nolan Naraki. Naraki attacks the first pitch and lofts it foul down the right field line, 0-1. Naraki 2 for 2 on the day. He's doubled and tripled his last 2 at-bats. Had the RBI triple in the 5th, doubled and came around to score in the 6th. Throwing 2 walks, and he's got a pair of stolen bases as well. Certainly making a case to be the tournament most outstanding player.
Yes. And he's going to be a Wolverine.
Yep. And just continuing to the success that Michigan has had. They've been in the NCAA tournament the last 3 years and beating Rutgers last night. Michigan came out of the loser's bracket to beat the Scarlet Knights. This one floated, first base side, foul territory. And it's the second baseman, Wasserman, to make the catch. And the inning is over. Chaminade goes down in order. They're 3 outs away from tying up this series on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media.
One more half inning.
One more.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Here, fresh is what we do. From daily made faves like guac to mouth-watering protein like all-natural white meat chicken. Go ahead, crave, customize, and enjoy with your free chips and salsa. Roll all in to Moe's Southwest Grill.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
J.J. Gaddy looking to finish what he started. He's thrown 6 shutout innings as Chaminade has an 8-0 lead. As the Flyers are looking to even up this series. And this game, of course, sponsored by East Coast Youth Baseball, the #1 provider for leagues and tournaments. Play on the best fields on Long Island, better competition than any other league on Long Island. Register now at eastcoastyouthbaseball.com or give them a call, 516 851-2612.
Pitch hitting for the Firebirds, number 21, Michael Bronco.
As Michael Bronco will be the pinch hitter for the Firebirds. Bronco pinch hitting for Ryan Wasserman, who went 0 for 2 on the day. J.J. Gaddy's got 7 strikeouts through the 6 shutout innings, as he's faced 3 over the minimum. And misses on the first pitch, 1-0. Low and away as Gaddy's missed on the first 2 pitches, 2-0. .2-0 pitch, lined into right field. That's a base hit. So Bronco comes on, gets a pinch hit single. And that'll bring up Vincent Napolitano's spot, as we'll get another pinch hitter.
Number 3, Brendan Connolly.
As it'll be Brendan Connolly. Yeah, the first pitch lofted, second pitch lofted foul, 2-0, 1-1. Excuse me, I'm all over the place.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. Luckily, we haven't been under the sun, but it's been like a greenhouse in here. Not that anybody at home cares in their cool air conditioners. Connolly takes upstairs, 2-1. We saw some stirring in the Chaminade bullpen last inning. You'd have to imagine that unless Gaddy's at his pitch limit of 105, he's in to close it out and preserve the bullpen for Chaminade in a Game 3. And he misses low. It's 3-1. Chaminade used 3 pitchers in Game 1. It was started by John Downing. Then it was Anthony Prezano and Antonio Tofano. But J.J. Gaddy has kept Kellenberg at bay. Here's a 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. So the Firebirds get the first 2 men on.
I got to talk to him, maybe.
Now batting, third baseman, number 5, Peter Murphy.
And they will talk to him to just settle down Gaddy, who has gotten Peter Murphy twice with 2 strikeouts. So quick conference on the mound. I'm not a lip reader, but I'm assuming you just said throw strikes. Don't worry about the hitter, the runners, right?
Yeah, slow it down. It's not a race. You're almost home.
Murphy attacks the first pitch, sends it into left field. That's a base hit. And Kellenberg will load the bases now for John Kwiatkowski. So Pat Miles coming on, pressing the right buttons. Michael Bronco comes on, gets a single, then Brendan Connolly walks. And now the base is loaded again.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, John Kwiatkowski.
Kwiatkowski attacks the first pitch, lofts it to left. Aiden Katzman lines it up, 1 away. Tagging at third and heading home is Bronco. He will score without a throw, and it's 8-1. So Chaminade will surely trade the runs for the outs. The shutout is over. But more importantly for the Flyers, there's 1 down.
Double play in order.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 15, Kenny Hirschfeld.
Here's Kenny Hirschfeld. 0 for 2 on the day. Fly out and reached on an error. Attacks the first pitch and nubs it foul. Count 0-1. Gaddy misses outside. It's 1-1. Snap throw to first and a tag, and ball popped out of the glove of Diegas' mitt. Count 1-1 after all of that. Gaddy comes home with a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He carved him up with a fastball, and there's 2 away.
Nice.
So now Chaminade an out away from tying up this series, as it'll be Stephen Hardiman standing in the way for the Firebirds. J.J. Gaddy threw 5 no-hit innings. And this one is tapped right back to the mound. Gaddy will take it himself, and we're going to Game 3 tomorrow. J.J. Gaddy finishes what he started as Chaminade wins it 8-1. The Flyers score 7 runs in the 5th and 6th innings to tie this series up at 1 game apiece. And Hondo, it's going to be a very fun and interesting Game 3 tomorrow.
Johnny, I'm going to miss you tomorrow, and I really appreciate you having me in here today.
Of course, no.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. So that's...
Tomorrow will be a war.
Tomorrow will be a war. It should be a good one. As Chaminade wins this one 8-1, we'll step aside when we come back tomorrow. Game 3, Chaminade and Kellenberg for all the marbles, as this has been a presentation of the Varsity Media production. Thank you for watching. For our producer, Chris Sweeney, and the rest of the crew, this is John Perez saying so long. This has been a presentation of the Varsity Media Sports Network.